Hey guys, welcome back to Life After 30. This is Shawnee, and I just wanted to go over, first of all, I'm really excited because I finally got my planner in the mail, and it's a really special planner. And every year I order a planner for New Year's. And I know you guys are like, you know, this video is after New Year's. This should have been done beforehand. But let's just be honest, almost everybody with New Year's resolution probably already fell off anyway. Today is the 4th. You guys can still get back on track. You probably had that little cheesecake you weren't supposed to have. You know, you had that extra little helping of dressing. You was probably drinking whatever liquor you had left from New Year's. So let's just be real about it. Half of y'all probably fell off on your resolutions anyway. And that's basically one of the things that I wanted to talk about, because every year I hear my New Year's resolution is going to be, I'm going to lose 30 pounds in a month. I'm going to read 5 books in 2 weeks. You guys be coming up with the craziest things. I'm going to stop smoking. I've heard it all. I'm going to pay down debt. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And within a year, not a year, but within a couple of weeks, brighten that up a bit, within a couple of weeks, you guys have already fell off your resolutions. So I just wanted to go over why you shouldn't make a resolution. Yes, I am in my granny cap. I do have in my flexi rods. I'm not taking those out. Sorry, not sorry. But I do want to go over why you should not make New Year's resolutions, because clearly you probably already fell off on them anyway. Not saying no names, but you know who you are, girl. When you set a goal, you have to get into the mind frame of setting an attainable goal. And after you set the goal, or when you set the goal, don't have a cold turkey type of attitude. Know yourself, first of all, before you start setting goals. Know how you are when it comes to change. Some people are cold turkey type of folks. Some people could say, you know what, this morning I'm not gonna smoke another cigarette, and they really won't smoke another cigarette. Some people, unfortunately, they may have a tragedy that happens. Maybe, you know, someone in their family passes away from obesity, and then, you know, the next day they're like, I'm completely doing a 360 on my lifestyle. But most of us aren't like that. Most of us have to taper down. Most of us have to replace one habit with another habit. So that's what I'm gonna go over today. I think that, you know, when you set a goal, you want to set something attainable. Now for New Year's, I set a goal to lay off on the cheese, because as you can see, I have and suffer from adult acne. As of now, I don't have any makeup on. I try not to wear any makeup, and I made the decision when I started this YouTube channel that I wanted to start it out with no makeup. So, you know, I didn't want to do like 5-6 videos with makeup on, and then when you see me with no makeup, I look like a completely different person. And I wanted to be authentic. So I told myself, you know, for 2019, I'm going to lay off the cheese. I'm going to really take care of my skin. And I'll have videos of that later on and content on that later on. But I'm going to really make an effort to take care of my skin. I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to leave dairy alone. I'm going to be more consistent with my regimen instead of doing it here, there, whenever I felt like it. So with that goal in mind, I started working on that goal in December. Like, I started to increase my water intake. I started to choose not to get cheese on certain things like chili or cheeseburgers. I opted for a hamburger, things of that nature. And I feel like that's where people kind of get it twisted, is that they think they can just go to cold turkey. With working out for my New Year's resolution, or my goal rather, because New Year's resolutions don't work, I decided that I do CrossFit already, but I told myself, you know what? I'm gonna do CrossFit 5 times a week. But the thing is that when I first started my workout journey at the beginning of 2018, I was only working out like 2 days a week. And I did that for a month. And then I graduated to 3 days a week. And I did that for like, I think 2 months. And then it just kind of, it went from 3 to 4. Now I work out 7 days a week. I discovered CrossFit, I believe, in August, and I'm completely addicted to it. It's kind of on the pricey side, so that is my motivator, is the fact that it is expensive. So I decided going into 2019 that I was going to make sure that I'm there 5 times a week. Now, the reason why I work out 7 times a week is because on Saturdays I have like one of those little mini Pilates machines that that folds up and slides under the bed that I got from HGTV. And no, it was the Home Shopping Network. So I like doing my Pilates machine because it stretches out my muscles. I mean, you can work up a sweat if you do the reps faster, but I really like to use it really just to stretch out my muscles, to lengthen them, to tone them. I really don't use it for cardio purposes. I just use it small exercises, small movements with a decent amount of reps. And then on Sunday, I go to the gym, my gym in my apartments, and I run, because that's another thing that helps stretch out my legs. I used to be a runner in high school. I used to run track and cross country. So I'm really trying to get back into the running piece of it. But when you guys make these resolutions, you haven't seen a gym. Some of you guys haven't seen a gym in like months, maybe even a year or two. And then you're like, oh, I'm just gonna work out 5 times a week. And then by the time February hit, you done already fell off. Not only are you not working out 5 times a week, but you're not even working out 1 time a week. So when you set goals, make sure that when you set a major goal, make sure that you set smaller, measurable, achievable goals. That's just like, I have a goal this year of reading 12 books. I broke that down to where I read 10 pages a day. 10 pages a day, 30 days in a month, that's 300 pages. Books are normally about 300 pages. So if I read 10 pages a day when I get up, download them on my phone, instead of going on Instagram or checking the weather, I just go ahead and read my 10 pages before I do anything, before I even get up out the bed, read my 10 pages a day. Each month I should be polishing off a book. Now, I actually am doing a little experiment where I'm trying to read 2 books at one time. So I read 10 pages a day of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Cash Quadrant, and then I'm reading the one thing before I go to sleep. So 10 pages a day on that. And I think that's the main reason why people aren't successful with reaching their goals, is because daily habits are everything. If you want to reach a goal, you have to break it down into your daily habits. Even if it's just, I'm working out 3 times a week type of situation. So Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, the days that you have designated, you need to make sure that you're at the gym. If you want to drink more water on a daily, in fact, if you want to drink more water on the daily, instead of grabbing the soda, grab the water, because it's your daily habits that accumulate over time to get you to where you want. And that's what people need to understand when they make these goals. The work is when nobody is paying attention. The work is when you're in the break room at work, and you could either fill up your water bottle with the filtered water that's for free, or you could go to the soda machine and get you a soda for $1.50. It's that split second of saying, you know what, let me just go ahead and fill up my water cup and not even, keep my little 150 and just go ahead and get my water intake. Those decisions on a daily basis are what is going to lead up to your goal. Too many people set goals of, wanting to do these big things and thinking it's going to take a massive change. It's not. It's what you do on a daily basis. If you want to study and you want to pass an exam or get a certification or whatever, if you're coming home and you're watching Love and Hip Hop every day, boo-boo, that's not gonna work. If you constantly on Instagram and Facebook, unless you are on there giving content, selling something, or getting paid, you need to go ahead and get off of that, because only thing your phone is bringing is a bill. If you're not making money from it, it's just bringing you a bill. So you need to go ahead and break down your goals. So write out your goal for the year. Write out your goals, and don't overwhelm yourself. Don't come up with 20, 30 goals. Come up with a good 10 solid goals that you want to achieve. And then break those down by quarter. So what do you need? What targets do you need to hit each quarter? A quarter is 3 months. Then break it down to months. Then break it down bi-weekly. Then break it down week, and then daily. That's what you need to do. And that goes for budget too. I'll be creating content on my budgeting, because I have a goal this year of paying off my credit card and my car note and starting to chip away at my student loan. It's time for me to be an adult. Life after 30. Hey, you guys, my battery died for a second. But yes, so my goal this year is to pay down debt, because it's time for me to live as if I'm actually over 30 and take care of my responsibilities. I have goals that I want to meet, and I feel like I can't meet those goals if I'm in debt. So this year I'm going to pay down my my one credit card. It's not really a big brouhaha, and pay off my car and start chipping away at my student loan debt. Because I have other things that I want to do with my money, and I know as long as I'm in debt, I'm going to be a slave to whatever company I'm indebted to. So that is one of the goals that I have. Reading, I want to read 12 books this year. The way that I'm going to do that is 10 pages a day. Right now I'm reading 2 books, so I'm reading 10 pages in the morning, 10 pages at night. Anything that you want to do, make sure that you scale it down. So you may have a goal for the year, not a resolution, a goal for the year. Scale it down to every quarter, then every month, then every week, and then turn those into daily habits. And the thing is that when you add or change a habit, you have to prepare. So when I started my weight loss journey at the beginning of 2018, I researched for weeks, I think like 2 weeks into January, on the meals that I found interesting that were still healthy, that met the goals that I was trying to meet. I had to make a grocery list. I bought Tupperware, and the first week I still ate fast food twice that week. Then the second week it was only once. Then the third week it was like, that's when I just straight cut it off, because at that point I had weaned myself off. Too many people go cold turkey on things. And you think, here's the thing about a goal or a daily habit. They're very easy. Daily habits are very easy to incorporate. However, nobody really wants to do it. Everybody waits until they're motivated to do it. If you wait until you're motivated to do something, you're never going to do it. You have to start whatever task it is and lean into it as you're doing it. That's normally how it starts. Even with, or remember when I was in college and I would dread studying. Like, I hated studying. But once I got into studying, once I actually cracked open the book and got my highlighters and stuff and actually started, reading and taking notes, it was so satisfying and gratifying. And for this planner, I researched buying a new planner for 2019 for like 2 months. I know that's like overkill, but I'm very serious about my planners. And I think that definitely happened, especially after I turned 30, because I really felt like I was going to be in my 20s for the rest of my life and, just live it up and all this extra. And then when I turned 30, it was like, oh shit. And now I know in a second I'm about to be 35. Couple of years I'm gonna be 35. Then after I hit 35, then I'm about to be 40. And I do not want to be one of those people that turns around and looks at their life and is like, what the hell did I do? I didn't pay off any debt. I didn't accumulate any assets. I'm still working in corporate America. I didn't start any of the businesses that I said that I wanted to do. And that's the thing. People think that, I want to start a business and that it's just going to happen overnight. No, it is a gradual thing, day in and day out of working, business plan, building up your website, learning how to balance a corporate job and balance clients on the side or balance your business. It's a whole thing. And knowledge is just that. It's knowledge. Mastery comes from execution. And if you aren't consistent with your execution, you're not going to produce any fruit from your hard labor if you're just, working on stuff here, there, every blue moon, maybe over here. So that's the reason why daily habits are so important, because the more you practice something, the more you work on something, it will slowly start to build its own momentum, and then you look up and then you are where further than where you initially wanted to be. So with this planner, I chose this planner. My camera stopped. I actually already unboxed it. I'm kind of pissed, but whatevs. This is the Law of Attraction planner, and I actually researched this planner 2 weeks before I bought it. After I discovered it, I watched YouTube videos and the whole nine. It is gorgeous, absolutely, positively gorgeous. You guys see that? I think the metallic, because I got the regular gold. You see that? I got the regular gold because everybody was getting the rose gold, and I got the one with the astrology signs. First of all, I'm a Leo. I'm very into astrology, so of course this was like perfect for me. But look at that. And it's made of eco-friendly contents. Now, the reason why I chose the Law of Attraction planner is because it definitely gets down to the nitty-gritty of what you want to accomplish with your life. Like real life. What you doing? Girl, what you doing? You just out here living, or you trying to thrive? Because the questions that they ask within this planner definitely cause you to sit back and reflect. Like, damn, what do I want to do? What is my life passion? What relationships are important to me? So we're just going to go through. I'm just going to read it. Let's see. On the first page, it says, keep your thoughts positive because your thoughts become your words. Keep your words positive because your words become your behavior. Keep your behavior positive because your behavior becomes your habits. Keep your habits positive because your habits become your values. Keep your values positive because your values become your destiny. Gandhi. Okay, and then it has a place for you to write your my life statement, how I will love my life to be, my vision statement, how I want to contribute to this world, and then who this planner belongs to.